Hello. And I'm so annoyed right now. I'm so annoyed. I need to edit. Shoot. If it don't work, I'm just have to figure something because it was working last night. Now it won't work. What the hell? Come on now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Caleb? Can you hear me? Caleb, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Can I hear you on the word? Let me check it out.
Yeah. I'm about to mute you. Can you hear me?
Cause you had just sent me another message
I
with the
just I just
access to the video, and I clicked on it, but it said that it had been removed by the uploader. So let me just go to your page
I just I
real
just
quick to
this
see if
I'm
you have
on
a
live.
live. Hold on, Twitch. For what I'm seeing, it's not even showing that you're live right now. Like even on your YouTube page. Can you hear me?
I just sent you another link. That link, that's what I'm on live. Now check
Okay,
that one
cool.
out.
Let me click on this one. I got you. I just got it from you.
Boy.
Hold on. This link you just. Let's see.
Hold on. Hello?
Yeah.
Did you check on the link? Could you check that link? Hold on. Hold on.
I'm on it. And I'm taking a screenshot of this.
Hello?
Live streaming isn't available right now.
It's saying it's not available. I got it on unlisted. You should be able to you should be able to see.
Let me go to
Oh my god. This is so Stupid.
This one is your phone muted?
Yeah, it's muted. Let me send it to you one more time. Let me send it to y'all one more
Okay.
time. Hold on.
Are you talking? Are you talking on your live right
I'm
now? Or
talking on the
you on your
phone,
phone?
but check that one out and check that one out and then tell me. I'm about to mute y'all.
All right.
God have mercy.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
I can hear myself talking. Yep.
Can
Yep.
you
Yep.
hear me through the mic, through the live? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I believe so. Especially if you
I
have
got the
it
phone. The
connected to
phone
your
is muted.
if you have
The phone is
yeah yeah
muted.
yeah, I can hear you talking to your
You
live.
hear me, Monica?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, stay up there, Caleb. Let me call Monica. I'm gonna call you. Okay. Stupid. Okay, listen. I'm on YouTube. I don't know what's up with them. They gonna give me my money back. I know that much. StreamYard. Now check this link out. And I'm about to mute you. Tell me if you hear me.
All right, let me click on it.
Let me know when you open it. I'm on the phone. I'm about to mute it now.
Okay, I just clicked on the link. Um, uh, hurry up. I clicked on it, but I don't hear nothing.
I'm not talking. You hear me now? Do you hear me?
Oh,
Do you hear me?
oh,
No?
I hear the phone.
No, I got you on mute. You can't hear me through the phone. The phone is on mute.
Okay.
Can you hear me through the I'm you can't hear me through my cell phone.
So now I hear you.
My
Okay.
sister says she can hear me too. All right, now I'm about to go live. Damn, I ain't gonna do this too long because this was irritating right here. So I'm about to go live, y'all. All right, let me go edit it and take it off listed.
All right.
This sucked. This really sucked, and that it worked last night. CC. Okay, we about to live. We live.
Right, it did.
Yeah, Monica. Oh, hey sis, are you there? Nephew, you there? Can y'all put a one or something in the chat? Let me know that y'all still hear me because I'm just this right here just took a lot of energy from me. It did. I'm not even going. So let's let some people come. If you can hear me, folks, the other mods, can you put a one in the chat? Everyone that can hear me. Okay, so this is how we gonna do this, folks. I'm gonna open up with what I'm talking about because what happened. Okay, it's only four people. Let's come on, y'all. Y'all got the notifications. Let's get this rolling because it took a long time for me to get this together. It was like it's so weird. Excuse me, my voice. I had to drink some hot tea and it don't seem to be working. But it's so weird. I was just doing tests last night, and my homegirl CC Lightyear, she was she helped me and she heard me. She heard me through the live stream last night. So when I went to StreamYard. I tried to go through StreamYard and nobody could hear me. So that took like a good 30, 40 minutes. I know y'all didn't come on here to hear me complaining. Okay. So here it is, folks. When homegirl when excuse me, I'm gonna be clearing my throat. But when the African they say she's Liberian, the African woman that came out there with a thread, from her whole heart. That made me angry because it was like I said, there are people who are invulnerable when you have to go to the doctor for whatever reason, you're put in a vulnerable position. And so to have somebody come out saying that they're going to have people to not give you assistance because you're Black American, ain't nobody, no Black person will ever come out, ever in life that I know of, come out on social media and say some ish like that. So you got to have some kind of dark hatred in your heart to even say that. She didn't say, "Oh, well, you know what? We should they shouldn't give help to, 20-year-olds." She said she generalized. So that means the babies, toddlers, teens, that mean the elders. So you was going to deny all those people because you in your feelings. Okay. Because we said we taking $1 trillion spending power away from you, right? Because y'all don't need our money anyway, right? Y'all call us all a kata. You call us all these deplorable things, but you still want that money though. Because I'm thinking the entire continent of Africa, um, how much spending power do you guys have total? About $5. So let's check this out. I'm going to read. I was trying to share these things with you guys, but I'm very new to streaming. I've never done streaming like this. So I need to learn the technical things about streaming. And I know some of you guys might be like, well, how hard is it? Okay, you do it. You do it. I'm going to read these things. I'm going to read some screenshots of some comments people left on my TikTok under the video of the liberation woman or Liberian woman that was talking about denying medical care, medical help to those that need it. This one guy said, FBA men and women need to get back into these hospitals and in these medical workplaces. I work for Hopkins. They treat our elders like trash. Get your asses up and get your degrees in the medical field. I don't want no African taking care of my elders. And the reason why this affected me like that is because recently, I'm going to tell this personal story about my life, and then I'm going to continue to go on with these comments. Recently, a loved one of mine went into the emergency, right? So whenever you go into medical facilities, especially in Southern California, that's mainly what you see or who you see. You see non-Black Americans, whether they're white, Asian, Hispanic, African, Haitian. That's what you majority. Vietnamese. That's the majority of people you see. Filipino. So, you just got to deal with it because you need that medical assistance. So, anyway, I went in there with a loved one. Off the bat, this woman she came for me. So, I'm already in this state of making sure my loved one is fine. Is my mother. Making sure my mother's fine. So, anytime I asked her a question, she came for me like, why are you bothering me type attitude. And it wasn't like she was doing surgery or local surgery. She was just getting things together to that you're supposed to get together when someone is in emergency. But I'm still asking, I'm asking her questions. I need to know what's going on. Them nurses can be a blessing or they can be hell. So anyway, I said that. So anyway, every time I asked her a question, she coming for me with this nice, nasty, more nasty than anything. So I got to the point. I asked her, because she get those socks, those hospital socks, and she was like, "That's not important now. I'm going to get the socks, but that's not important now. I'm doing something that's important." So I had to hold myself back because I'm like, this chick is talking to me like I'm a child. First of all, I didn't say, hey, go get the socks now. I just said, can you get some socks? It was just like, will you bring some socks when you're finished what you were doing? So I ignored that. I was like, okay, I'm ignore it. You got one more time. She did it again. So then that's when I came and said, listen, I just asked you to get some socks for my mother's feet. I didn't say, listen, animal. I said it just like that. Go get her some socks now. I was asking you to get it when you can. So this black woman, I don't know if she's black American or if she was Hispanic. I mean, damn, black American or non-black. She came in and she was bringing something to the nurse who was assisting my mother. And I looked at her. I don't know what kind of eyes I had, but I was like, "Could you please bring my mother some socks?" She turned right back around, went out and brought me 2 pair of socks. She must have saw something in my eyes like, you shouldn't play with this woman. No, not when it comes to my loved ones. Don't do it. Yeah, I talk about God. I do. I have love in my heart, but you mess with my loved ones, things change. So anyway, yeah, all the while she was in the hospital was just ridiculousness. So what pissed me off about what that idiot woman said, and yes, she is a whole idiot, because you don't get on, even if that's how you feel, you don't get on social media announcing that. But you know what? I'm glad she did. And the reason why I'm glad she did announce it is because we need to take a closer look into the medical field. Yes, we do, Black Americans, we do. We need to demand that our doctors and nurses and technicians are in the medical field. That why and ask why. Why are so many non-Black Americans in the medical field? Where are we? And don't you sit there and come say they uneducated. Don't you sit there and come say they're not mentally capable. Say that to me in my face. The way I feel right now. Talk all that stuff online. So anyway, we need to even go so far as to demand that the medical field in all sectors are investigated. We need to find out about their hiring practices. We need to find out if yeah, are they fair when it comes to hiring practices? We need to find out if these people who are coming from other countries to work in our medical field, are they even licensed according to the state? Each state practices or licensing requirements. We need to find out if they're coming in with these biases, these bias mentalities. We need to be gatekeepers when it comes to the medical field. You need to get up off the couch. You need to get up. And you know what? I'm not even going to say that because that's derogatory. Black Americans, we need to get up and be diligent. We need to be proactive. So, like I said, when she said that, it made me angry because I thought about what recently happened to my mother. So anyway, I'm there on a regular basis. My other loved one is there taking, making sure she's straight. So on the last day before the day that she was being discharged, mind you, the day before she was discharged, I was there. So what happened to my mother's foot and the bruises, I would, if I could operate this, I would have put the pictures up there. I'm telling you, it happened when I left. So my loved one hit us up and was like, "Hey, did you see this? Did you see that?" And he knew it was fresh because the damage that was done to her baby toe, there was blood on the sheet. And then the bruises on her thigh, they weren't there the day. Just thinking about it. Okay, let me stop. So of course, I'm taking, the actions that needs to be taken for this facility to be investigated. So this happened prior to this idiot getting online saying what she said. So it just brought all kind of thoughts to my head. Like, are you intentionally hurting our people? Are you intentionally doing this? Did you hurt my mother? Whew. And how many other Black Americans are they doing this to who don't have family? So you come here with all this hatred in my country and you intentionally hurt my people. Okay. Let me read these let me read these other comments to y'all from TikTok. This other guy said those fraud nursing degrees they have been getting. Somebody else said, "Oh, Jesus. I'm so glad because African medical professionals have dogged foundational Black Americans out while catering to white patients for decades." Somebody else said, "Let me tell you something. I am Black American. You have to watch these people. You need to have somebody to go on it and make sure they're doing the right thing because believe me, they don't care what you say to them. They would do the opposite. You don't have to get somebody to go in there undercover to make sure that they're doing the right thing." I guess she said you have to. I guess she meant you have to get somebody to go in there undercover to make sure they're doing the right thing because these people do anything that they possibly can to destroy America. I truly believe, and then I don't see the rest of the comment. Somebody else said they changed doctors last week. Was asked why. Showed a video from this app. They costing them money now. So I asked her, um, what I asked her a question. I don't know if she came back and answered me by now, but I wanted to know, um, what do you mean by they costing them money? People are, getting skittish about going to the doctor now since since primarily most of the doctors that we see are non-Black Americans. And foundational Black Americans already have an issue with the medical field. Need I remind you the syphilis thing and Henrietta leaks and just things that happened in the past. Black women going in to have babies and not coming back home with their babies because they died during childbirth. So it's so many things that's going on now. So many things that's already been happening. So now you have the medical field filled with a lot of people who don't like us and let it be known they don't like us. So I'm trying to, what is this? You black women are professional victims. I'm about to, you know what? Hey, I am really nobody. Yeah. Yeah, but you pretty much are, for real. And then where did Black women come in from? I'm looking at this comment that just came in on the video on um the short with the man who got jumped in Mexico. It's like what this got to do with Black women when it was a man that got jumped? Let me tell this fool to come to the live and call in and let me hear what he got to say. So anyway, there are already issues there. And her comments added to it. Another one said, they said they are Black American and they never allow Africans, Indian, Chinese, Korean, or Hispanic healthcare workers near them, nor their family members. Not even one. Somebody else, okay, she said she changed doctors. Uh, American Blacks watch out for all foreign nurses and doctors. Somebody else came in and said, do we need to be worried about African nurses and doctors? Are we good? I have been told by Africans to my face that they don't like us or mess with us. How the hell you come to our country telling us you don't like us? Let me tell you something. It might hurt your feelings. We wouldn't even deal with you if you wasn't here. Duh. So I'm just being real with you. We've been dealing with y'all since the 80s. And it never got better for us. We've been dealing with y'all. I live by y'all. Y'all do some dirty shit. Oops, excuse me, Jesus. Y'all do. Y'all do. Y'all do. So I was looking up some info to share with you guys Like I said, I wanted to do a screen share to show you guys what I'm reading or what I'm talking about, but yeah, let me get better at this. The quality, we do qualify as professionals, don't we? As much hell as we've been put through in this country. Yep, we are professionals. What's up, folks? Didn't I put the number in the description? If y'all want to call in and get some things off your chest, I got prepared just for that. Call in. Come on, call in, folks. Don't be scared. Don't be all big bad bold on those on the what do you call it? In comments. Matter of fact, let me give you the number. CC, can you post the number out there? I'm gonna read it. Somebody type it. Put it in the chat. I'm gonna try to pin it. Pin the number. The number, if you want to call in and get it off your chest, your whole chest, is 213. That area code is OG. It's OG. 213 394 2781. Go ahead. Go ahead and call in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, folks. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Anybody want to call in? Anybody? Anyone? Anyone? I see the numbers go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. It's like I ain't tripping. We if it's only 4 people, oh well. I'm about to pin this number to the to the top. If you want to come in, you got some questions, you want to just talk about it, the number is right there to call in, and I'll say it throughout the live stream. And then there was some people saying they wanted me to go live stream, and it's not. I'm not saying this to you in case you are looking out of the 6 folks. I'm live. I'm live streaming. Where y'all at? So listen, I got okay. First caller. Do you want to be heard, or you just calling to tell me something? Hold on. Hello, hello. Do you want to be heard? Okay. Hold on. This is our first caller. First caller. I should have Tyra. What's her Not Tyra. What's her name? Kaya's song playing in the background. Come on, let me put you on speaker. You don't have to say your name. You can, ain't just go ahead and speak your piece. If this they ain't keep stop the speaker keeps going off. You jerk. Are you ready? I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking about the speaker. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest.
Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear? Can you hear the caller? Can you put a 1? Could you put in 1 in the chat, folks?
Okay. Yeah. I've been going to the hospital recently, and one of my. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening. I don't know. I'm asking. Okay. CC, can you hear her? Can you hear? Oh, okay. Thank you, honey. Go ahead, talk.
Yeah, I've been going to the hospital recently, and one particular hospital stay, there was a young nurse. I believe she may have been African. I'm not for sure, but she wasn't American black. She was foreign black, and she had asked me. Basically, she was telling me that they're not really telling, but she was like, because I was in a bed, that I want a blood thinner. And I'm like, no, I get up all throughout the day. I don't just be in this bed all day. I walk around, and I'm constantly going back and forth to the restroom. And no, I'm not going to take a blood thinner. So I guess she was bothered by it. Um, she woke me up at 5:30 in the morning to weigh me. No other nurse, no other person that was on, that had been dealing with me weighed me at that time of day. She woke me up and I got up out the bed and she said, told me to get on a scale. And I'm like, I got to go to the restroom. She said, get on the scale. Go ahead and get on the scale first. I said, no, I got to go to the restroom. I said, I get on when I get out the restroom. I go to the restroom. I open the door. She's standing right there with the scale. And I'm like, I looked, I'm like, this girl is bugging. So I got on the scale and I I wanted to see if the other nurses was going to do that same thing to me the next day. Nobody else did that. She was the only person that did that to me.
What I mean, why do you think that was done?
I think she was retaliating because they kept asking me if I wanted to take a blood thinner. No, they was telling me, you should take a blood thinner. I'm like, for what? I don't need a blood thinner. I get up and walk. I'm mobile. I'm just not sitting up in this bed or laying sedentary in this bed all day. And I said, no, I'm not going to I'm not going to take medications because y'all telling me to take it. No, no. If I don't need it, I'm not going to take it.
Caller, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's that retaliation. And I'm not saying that everybody else, no one else is like that, but you can't have that retaliatory mentality in the medical field. Why you not wanting to take a medication that you have a right to refuse? Why did that bother her? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you're in a vulnerable situation. Your people ain't there. You ain't got nobody, you know what I'm saying? And they coming in 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, That's not cool. Black folks, Black Americans, we need to gatekeep. If you love your people, you love your family, and they have to go to the doctor or medical hospital for whatever reason, emergency, whatever, we need to gatekeep. We need to get some government officials involved and like, why is this allowed? Why is this allowed? The last 30 some years it's been like this?
And then can I say another one? Tell another little story.
You sure can. You sure can. Go ahead.
Uh, there was another time. This was on another occasion. There was an Asian woman. I don't know what she was. I don't know if she was a nurse. I don't know what she was. What she was going to, if she was a CNA. But anyway, she was in my room and she said, you know that basically she was prophesying to me, telling me, she was speaking blessings over me, saying that that God has healed you. You know that God will heal you. And she mentioned Jesus and she was saying God, and she was blessing me. I felt it just hit me in my heart, in my soul, in my spirit. And then I had to go to the restroom. When I came out the restroom, she had the TV on like a Christian station. And so it's just not you can have a beautiful experience in the hospital when there are godly people. There are people that just love what they do. They love to care for people. Or you can have a hellified experience in the hospital.
That's true. And no, don't ever think that we are, I'm gonna speak for myself. That we are generalizing like a lot of people do to us or against us. I'm not generalizing at all. I'm going by my experience. Another loved one. I'm going. Was there anything else, caller? Did you want to say anything else before?
Um, I just know that when you go to the hospital, you better take God with you. You better take Jesus with you, because there are evil, wicked people that work in the hospital. There are godly people, and there are Satan's people. So you better be prayed up and trust God. Trust God no matter what. No matter what the doctor, what kind of report the doctor come and tell you, no matter what, go there and trust God. Don't trust these nurses or doctors. You just pray for them. Pray for them and trust God.
Yes, that's true. That that was just about. Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Appreciate your willingness to disclose personal information about your life. Okay, we're gonna end this call. Thank you. Is there anybody else that would like to share some things? Positive, negative. It's time to come out, folks. It's like um some other things that happened recently with a family member. I feel like this African doctor, and anyway, she's not even a whole doctor. She's uh, a nurse. A nurse. God, I was just saying the name. She was a nurse. She's what do they call a nurse? Something. But anyway, she can work under a doctor and give prescriptions and everything. Well, I think she's retaliating. I do. I do. To the point where we filed a grievance against her. You keep it up, it's gonna be a lawsuit. See, folks, I don't just talk this way. I live this. And I'm not one of those people that's gonna see wrong and then just say, well, you know what? Whatever. I'm not doing that. Yeah, she's a nurse practitioner. I don't do that. There are sometimes I overlook things and then I keep it moving. There's some times that I'm like, nah, this ain't right. This ain't right. And it needs to be dealt with. So these are some things of information I got that I wanted to share. Um, the title I came up with is the medical field their cover? Black Americans FBA need to be diligent now. And what I mean is the medical field their cover? I mean, is the medical field being used to retaliate and harm us? Because they could do things to you and act like it's an accident. Like I'm sure they're gonna come in and say, "What happened to my mother was an accident, my ass." So, number one, we need to be diligent. Report what you think is unfair medical treatment or unfair treatment in general. Look out for one another. People see that when you don't report things like that, and even if you think in your mind it's not that serious, just talk to somebody. Talk to They tried. You're tired of y'all. Like what? Oh, okay. See these comments coming into a um. These people. It's like these people. When you guys do that, and you don't know for sure if something that was done was harmful, all you got to do is go ask questions. Go to somebody, go to a friend, go to a family member, and be like, you know what? I'll run it by them and see if you're overacting or see if you're not overreacting, or see if you're not. But just don't walk away, because you could be just not. Say if it is intentional. Say if it is malicious. Right, we do. Say if it is intentional and malicious and you walked away and didn't say anything, and then the other person behind you has to bear the brunt of your decision. And it's not to guilt you down. It's like we need to be diligent. We need to start being more diligent. For real. We are okay. I was gonna say we're supposed it's coming out more and more that we are the true natives, right? And the reason why they hid that from us is because this whole country and world is owed to us. Y'all don't want to give it the easy way. Now it's gonna be done the hard way. It's gonna be snatched. So we need to walk into these sectors like we run this. And I'm not talking about going in with no crazy. crazy attitude that'll defeat the purpose. I'm saying you walk in with confidence. You walk in with, no, you not gonna hurt me, or no, you not gonna do me wrong. Or if I go to a bank and ask for a loan, and I know I got good credit, and I got 100% when it comes to paying my credit card bills and paying loans back, and I got the money and the collateral. Why did you deny me? Go get in, have it investigated. Stop just walking away. I'm so tired. Black people, stop walking away. Stop just walking away and let somebody else deal with it. I remember, oh Lord, let me tell this story right quick. We moved to this, we was living over here in this area. Oh, God, Jesus. And it was a house. So, ooh, if you saw the back of this house, man, they had an attachment at the back where the back door is. You step out the back door and you're on this like rickety, decrepit patio type thing. You walked in, feel like you gonna fall through. This fool gonna tell me, he told me and my family, hey, don't come back here. Don't go past this. And I'm looking at this whole backyard. It was a house in the front and a house in the back. When you have that kind of setup, the backyard is common ground. Nobody has claim to that. It's common ground. So this fool gonna tell us not to go past this rickety platform. And I'm like, you out your damn mind. This is what I'm saying in my head. So let me, from the time that we lived there until we left, these Hispanics that I know weren't legal harassed us to the point where you want to just say, I don't care if I go to jail. But you're trying to keep the peace because mature grown folks already know they have responsibilities. So I can't put myself in that situation and not be here for the people who need me. So I have to think before I go rogue and hurt somebody. But that I felt like we kept being pushed and pushed. So my point of that story is we wouldn't have had to deal with that nonsense if the black man who lived there before us said something. So we found this out what was going on in the house before we moved there by this neighbor. She was nosy and she ran her mouth, but you could get some good information from her at times, right? So she told us what was going on with the man before we moved in. He was single. He had a business going on, and so he would store a lot of his equipment and tools on that back decrepit patio area, and he obeyed them. She told me that the man would even go and ask the Mexican family in the back, is it okay if I store my tools here? Oh, yes. Go ahead, niggers. Go ahead. And I said, no, no. They didn't say that, but I felt like that's how he was acting. Going to ask these people who were paying rent just like you if you could store yourselves, your business supply equipment in the back of your house. I said, girl, why he didn't know that he didn't have to ask them? I don't know. She was. I was like, because of his ignorant ass, you made it harder for us because we ain't about that life. I'm not asking you for permission for ish. You ain't paying my bills. You don't have nothing to do with my life. So why I gotta ask your ass for permission? And so because we didn't weren't docile or whatever, it was a problem. She was trying to put hands on my sister, and this woman was like 4 feet. 4 feet. So to keep from knocking her ass out and going to jail, folks, I went to jail for a week because I was defending a friend of mine. And I was running my mouth, as they say, and got arrested. Hmm. Told me to start running my mouth. I was like, no, because I was mad at my friend because he wouldn't defend himself the way I knew he could. And I'm like, tell them, why you sitting up here now? And he kept telling me, be quiet, just Jill, be quiet, just go home. And I'm like, no. I wish I had listened. Oh my God, that was a terrible time in my life. But I said that to say I would never ever go to jail in life. At that time, I was in there. Why was they telling me that women's bodies were found unalive in the shower? They can do whatever they want to do to you and blame it on something else. The guards, they said they believe that the guards, the COs did it. And it had just happened like a week prior. So anyway, I think that's why I think now. I might be upset about a lot of things, but I think before I act, I think about how I felt in that evil place with these evil guards with evil intentions. Why I want to put myself in that situation as much as I want to go upside your damn head and teach you a very valuable lesson. I think, do you want, I was about to say my name. Do you want to do that or you want to continue to live outside in semi freedom? You know, in this world, semi freedom, but I got freedom. So anyway, I didn't. I just called the police, and the police came over. They were two Hispanic sheriff. They came over and is telling this woman, trying to give her some sane advice. Like they could have defended themselves. They didn't come over taking her side. They tried to tell the idiot, like, you need to chill. So I said that to say the guy who lived before us, if he had stood up, stood on the rights that he had as a tenant, the rights that you have sharing a property with another family, and just gave a care, we wouldn't have to deal with her stupid ass. So listen to this, the little information I got. I'm not gonna be on this live too long because that pissed me off. And they talking about a tsunami watch in Hawaii. If y'all in Hawaii, y'all better be careful. After an 8.0 magnitude earthquake. Ain't nobody else want to call in. What y'all, what? Y'all be in these comments talking to me, and I ain't talking about the ones that come with respect. If it's somebody on here out of the 15, you come with the comments. You know, on these comments talking about us black folks don't know how to act. You got, I'm giving you a stop being a victim. Okay, Negro, call in here. Let me personally give you this number because I want you to call in. Call your ass up in here. Here it is, G. What you say? Nobody. That's your name, right? Because that's how you talking. Stop being a victim, G. Shit. That's the reason y'all black women are the lowest pick. Guy, do you think we care? Look at you. Now you about to have me come out my character. I don't give a F how you feel about me. I don't give a F, you fool. You don't generalize. There are some beautiful black men that got taste. Okay? Now don't stop being mad because a black woman didn't want to talk to you and you got in your feelings and you just upset. We understand. But here's the number. 213-394-2781. Call. Come on, call. I want you to talk that way with your whole chest. I want you to let the world hear how stupid you sound. Where's your mama? Call your mama. Call your mama. And I want her to tell the world how she feel about your foolishness. Your mama, your grandma, sister, auntie, somebody look like you, or are you adopted? Is that why you mad? Tell them to call in. Why my phone ain't ringing? The phone works. I pay my cell phone bills. So call in. Black women are the lowest pick. You know why they pick you, black man? Let me tell you why. Okay. This is not to the decent, upstanding black man. This is something that somebody told me who has connections with Hollywood. They told me, somebody who has actual connections with Hollywood, the reason why the Kardashians pick black men, I wish I had the little sound effects because I would do a drum roll. They pick black men because they believe that they're stupid, they're docile, and they can take advantage of them and take their money. So that's why you have a lot of non-black men and black American. That's why you have a lot of white. That's why you have a lot of Indians and Asians and others that these black men get with. And it's not hard to get with them because they want what you have. That's all. They just want your money because you're easy with them. They think you're where you're hard and got issues with black women. They they know that they can get whatever they want. So that's why the Kardashians and these other non-black people, women get with you. It's not because you're a catch. Yeah, you're a catch financially. Did you really think? Did y'all really think? Tell me, please. Can a black man with sense call in? Come on, I'm giving y'all a platform to speak your piece. This Negro still ain't called in. Oh my God, Jesus! You see why? You see why I don't take you serious? Cause you saying all this with text, but you're not bold enough to say it. Say it. Okay, I said enough. I love me some black men. I love my black men. I love you guys. I do. I don't even think I love you. God help me to love him because you and your stupidness. Only a mama can love you. But I love me some black men. And all this you talking, I don't give a F about what you talking about because it's a lie, fool. Now he has to call in today. Doesn't call. Let me say the number again, just in case this idiot didn't hear me. Let me give you the number again. 213. I'm gonna say it slow. I'm gonna say it slow for you, okay? You're worked up for no reason. What is you talking about, dude? I'm giving you a platform to talk while you still typing. Type in this number in your cell phone. Oh, wait, you watching me through your cell phone? Okay. Well, see, I have like 3 cell phones, an iPad. I got multiple computers. And yep, you want to say I'm bragging? Yep, yep, yep. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it just for you, because I want you to feel stupid. You know how many devices I have? You want me to donate one to you? I'm gonna donate one to you. Email me my your address. And you know what? I'm gonna send you a box full of nothing. But here's the number: 213 394 213 394 2781. Let's go. Call in, dude. So anyway, I love black men. I do. And there's some beautiful black men out there. There are, aside from this idiot, he's going to be called Mr. Idiot. There's some beautiful black men out there. And majority of black men are married to some beautiful black women. And there's some women that will ride for their men. You can't do anything against them. You can't say nothing against them. They will get your ass. And it's vice versa with black men. They would get you. You come for their women, but unfortunately, there's a foundation. The what do you call it? The ignorant, insecure black men have come out and they're speaking louder, and that's where I hold you black men accountable. I hold you accountable for not checking them clowns. Can somebody block him? I had enough of him because you about to make me say something that your mama should have said to you because I gave you an avenue to come and speak, not even to speak stupidly, but just get it off your chest. And you don't. You not. And no, I'm not mad, guy. I'm not mad because I'm asking you to come in and speak, and you won't do it. So obviously you just want to be an idiot. So bye, dude. So anyway, what happened? Let's get back onto this medical. Anybody want to call in? I gave you guys the number. The number is up there at thank you, Anonymous. The number, excuse me, is up there, pinned at the top. It should be pinned at the top of the chat. But I was talking before I was rudely interrupted. I was talking about is the medical field a cover for people who have an issue with Black Americans? And you got to wonder. And I was just saying things that we need to do instead of letting it roll down to the next person. We need to handle it. So when the next person come in, they don't have to go through nonsense because you before them didn't take care of it. Report misconduct. And if you don't know how to do it, because there's some people that might not know how to report it. They might not know how to handle it. Ask for help. Ask for help. Report it. What you can do is you could go to the medical board and report it. You can even go to the administration office and report it. And then you could go to outside agencies. Locate your medical state board in your state and report it. These things need to come, and then they are so they some Black Americans they made people think that all we're gonna do is just when we get mad, all we're gonna do is just cuss them out and go on about our business, and that does nothing. They actually like, oh, who calling? Hold on, should Kaya song. Yes. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. Okay, let me take on my speaker first, just in case they act the fool, because I'm gonna have to go there. Yup. Who this? Hey girl. You wanna talk? Girl. Hold on. Let me put you on speaker. Let me I'm not gonna say your name. Let me put you on speaker so the people can hear you. Hold on. We got a new caller. We're gonna put her on speaker. Go on, girl. Speak your truth.
I don't trust these doctors. I don't trust these hospitals. I don't trust these nurses. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. We had a hospital in the Roseland area. We had a hospital called Roseland Hospital on 111th, right off of State. And when I tell you, you can go in there as a Black person with a paper cut and don't come home. It was so many people who went into that hospital with minor injuries that died, and they were all Black. I live in Iowa. I don't know if y'all know, but it's a lot of Black folks in Iowa. I don't live in a Black area. I live in a very multicultural area. It's everybody here, anybody and everybody. These doctors have been misdiagnosed. I have been misdiagnosed 4 times. 4 times they keep misdiagnosing me. One time, it's like they don't do any type of testing on you. They don't touch it. They don't take like samples or nothing. They just look at it and say, "Oh, that's what it is." That girl, they do not care about us. Yeah. And the more that they can misdiagnose us and kill us off, they're not doing nothing but working towards their own good because they don't like us. They don't like us. They don't want to have to treat us. They don't like the fact that a lot of us going in, we ain't on public aid. We ain't got Medicare. We got jobs. We got insurance through our jobs, and we paying co-payments and all kind of stuff. They resent the fact that we are in their position. Right. Don't drive up there in a nice car. Right. Don't have a nice house. What is this nigga? What? Right. What? True. What? True. Girl, and it's not just the doctors, it's everybody. A while ago, I lived in a little small town, and I had problems with anxiety and a whole bunch of other stuff, and they was putting me on this medication. But the medication was knocking me out, and it got so bad that I was always waking up late to take my kids to school. And at the time, I didn't even have a car, girl, so I would have to put them on a bike and take both of them to school, and they went to 2 different schools. Well, eventually, I put my little one in the front, and I put my big baby in the back so he can stand on the pedals. And girl, I would ride my bike and take them to school, 2 different schools, because they had to go. And I felt real bad because I had overslept, but it was the medicine.
Right.
So anyway, I stopped taking the medicine, but they ended up getting in trouble because they was late so many days. So this lady, I ain't gonna say her name, but Lord knows it's still fresh in my mind, came to my house, and because I was under investigation because my kids was missing so much school. And when I house and say, "Ooh, you're mad," I say, "You shocked?"
Yep.
I say, "You shocked?" I said, "Come on, look in my refrigerator. Look in my cabinets. Daquan has a room. Denasia has a room. See their clothes in their closet. What's the problem? What's the problem?" You know, and they resented me for that. That just made her angrier at me. Wow. That just made her want to come after me even more. Because she like, how is this black BI sitting here with a nice house, her kids dressed nice, they got their own rooms, their own TVs, their own video games, everybody got a PlayStation, and they're like, how is she doing this? None of your business, because all my life I've been struggling. See, white folks ain't used to the struggle. Black folks, we've been in a struggle at one point of time. We've been in a struggle. These white people, girl, up here, they starting to kill themselves because they losing their jobs. Girl, it's crazy. My daughter is a grief counselor, girl. Yeah. And when I tell you, when money get funny, these white folks get to killing themselves and their kids and everything. When money get funny for black people, baby, we strap down. We start selling dinners. Right. We start braiding hair. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing it forever. What we got, girl. Girl. And it's to the point I don't even go to the doctor no more. Right now, my daughter is on me, because I won't go. And I'm like, no, because I'm tired of them misdiagnosing me. Right. I'm tired of them putting me on all of these different medications. Talking about they got to test my blood to see if my kidney is strong. They got to stop shooting me with needles, first of all, because know what the hell you're doing. And second of all, and it's sad to say, but I'd rather just sit at home and just die than hospital and let these, I'm serious, they've been misdiagnosing me for 4 years. Don't do that. For 4 years, girl. 4 years. That I feel if I'm on the phone, you're gonna be quiet.
I feel you. I do. Some current people that's very close to me going through some medical things, and it's heartbreaking. And especially to see what they're going through. But you know, you sometimes you got, like I said, you got to be diligent. You know, you got to just believe it's gonna be a doctor out there that's gonna do what they need to do. You know,
it's hard to find them. When I tell you, I've been.
But listen, you had to have found them if you knew you was being misdiagnosed. Somebody told you the correct thing, right?
No, this is how I knew I was being misdiagnosed, because all the medicine that they was giving me wasn't working. No matter what they gave me, no matter what they did to me, it did not work to this day. Oh, wow. And I mean that. And when I tell you, I have been to several different doctors. I have been to, like, we got Mercy up here. We got Unity Point up here. We got a whole bunch of stuff. And when I tell you, I have been bouncing around and bouncing around and bouncing around. And I promise you, ain't nobody been able to tell me what's wrong with me.
How long you been going through this?
I would say about 4 or 5 years.
Okay, well,
and in different areas, because when it first started, I didn't live here. I lived somewhere else, and I went to the doctors in that area. They all nothing. Then I moved to another area. This is the third area that I have lived in, and they are completely far away from each other. This is the third area that I have lived in, and won't nobody tell me, and still ain't nobody told me nothing. The last time I went was last year around my birthday in November, because I was like, okay, I'm going to get everything done. I'm going to get all my tests done. I want to make sure I'm healthy. And I went in there, And once again, she gonna give me some steroids and gave me some stuff for allergies. Girl, I ain't got no allergies. She gave me some steroids and some stuff for some steroids and some stuff for some allergies. And girl, I'm telling you, it ain't do nothing. I do what they tell me to do, but I don't trust them no more because it seems like, I mean, like if you got a spot on your body that ain't doing what it's supposed to do, it's on the outside.
Right.
Wouldn't they take some skin samples? Wouldn't they somehow try to get a piece of scab or something to test it to see what it may be? Girl, they ain't did nothing. They look at it. They don't even touch it, not even with gloves. They just look at it and say, oh, I know what that is. I've been told it's everything from ringworm to, girl, please. It ain't no damn ringworm.
Are you in pain? Does it cause you pain?
No, it does not cause me pain. It don't cause no pain. It's not getting bigger, but it's not getting better. It's like I'm constantly peroxiding, I'm constantly neosporin, I'm constantly trying to keep it under control. And these doctors are not helping, but they charge me every time I go.
Of course they do. Can you do you guys have teledoc in your area?
I don't know. I can check. I've never heard of teledoc.
Okay, well,
but my daughter, she is on everything, so I will write down teledoc and we'll check it up.
And because where you might not be able to go to the doctor office, what teledoc would do is they'll ask you what's going on, and then they might ask you to send them pictures or something because you would have to set up an account. They might be able to help you that way. I know pictures is not the same as a biopsy, but you got to start with something.
Girl, they look. I'm telling you, they look at it and don't even touch it in the hospital. Even they just look at it.
Dermatologist? You ever went to a
dermatologist?
Shit, yes. Dermatologist. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask those who are in here listening, and possibly people that might catch this after the live. You heard what she said. Anybody know anybody in the medical field that can tell her what steps she needs to take to demand appropriate service for this medical condition she's been going through for a long time? It says at this point you might get a better oh Lord, you might get a better diagnosis by asking GPT. I don't think half these doctors know what they are doing. They have only been trained to prescribe. Me and my sister been sent. Who are you? Davis. Thank you, Davis. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing that up because doctors are not. Oh, you got me emotional. Doctors are not trained in nutrition. They are only trained to give you prescriptions. Because they dope dealers. So they want to keep you going to the doctor. I was looking at a video. I can't remember what video I was looking at, but the whole, I don't know if it was a host, but the host of the channel or video, somebody was talking in the video. They said that I think this doctor practiced in another, I think they're American doctors, they're practicing in another country. And the doctor, the foreign doctor in their country said that it was they didn't say it's weird, but they said it was strange how doctors our doctors care for people in America, because she said they just pacify or band-aid the problem instead of finding out the issue. They but people in other countries, they try to find out the issue and get rid of it and get help them so that they don't have to keep coming back.
That's right.
They treat the problem. Go ahead.
My son is 28 years old. He has multiple sclerosis. We did not find out that he had multiple sclerosis until he was 19. We're not going to talk about how we were denied 3 times all the way at the Supreme Court for his Social Security the first time. Yes, ma'am. All the way to the Supreme Court and was denied at the Supreme Court. They kept saying he too young, he too young, he too young. So we finally got it, but did this. They had my baby on all kind of medicine, girl. They had him shooting himself in the belly. They had him on all kind of medicine, and it did not help him. Had any type of energy. He was always in pain. He was saying, do you know what my baby did 6 months ago? My baby stopped taking that medicine, girl. He take herbs. He changed his diet. He take all these natural herbs. He make himself a tea. He eat girl, my baby get up. My baby can walk around the park. He used to walk every 5 minutes that we was walking. He would have to stop. He would have to sit down. When I tell you my baby can walk from this house to the park and around the park, when I tell you my baby take the dogs out and run with the dogs, he is so much better now that he off the medicine.
Wow. Somebody said in the chat, they said maybe a lifestyle change is needed. Lifestyle, the people's lifestyle can affect them medically as well.
Yeah, how you eat, if you drink, if you drug, but I eat healthy. I'm a big bat because I love food, but but I eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? I don't really mess with pork. I eat lots of vegetables and fruits and stuff. Now I do drink my bottle of wine. I like my wine, and I smoke a little trees. But that shouldn't have nothing to do with it. I'm clean.
I was gonna say sometimes it's hereditary. They putting things in our food, right? So it's a combination. It's the air. It's the toxins in the air. It's a combination.
And it's really in the air because we spend money. We buy organic everything. When I tell you we buy, or remember I told you my son changed his diet because of his MS. We eat a lot of purple and red vegetables, leafy fruit, vegetables. Everything that we buy is organic. Do you know how much organic juice and organic eggs? Expensive, girl.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this right quick. Do you have room to plant anything?
I got a garden.
Okay. My sister told me some time ago. One day I'm gonna do a channel. I'm gonna do a live because I think I'm feeling these lies, people. I think I want. What you say? What you say, honey?
I said we feeling you,
girl. Listen. Let me tell you something. My sister told me years ago that the organic thing is a gimmick, and this is not criticism to you. I'm trying to get you to keep some of your monies. What they can do, and they do is slap those organic on their food, and it don't necessarily be organic. So if you can, grow you some stuff, girl. My sister grows whole pineapples. I did a short. I might have to redo it, re-put it up on my channel. But I did a short showing how her pineapples grow. And at this moment, we don't have that much room to grow, but she grows where she grows. Because we have to go back to the garden. We have to go back to the soil because these people are intentionally poisoning us.
And that's another thing I love about being in Iowa. We got a food pantry, girl, and our food pantry has a garden. Okay, our food pantry has a garden. So whether it be lettuce or tomatoes or onions, whatever they give us, it comes out of their garden. And they give us grass-fed meats. I love it. I love it, girl. We be at the food pantry.
You live in a gated community or something?
No, I live in a city, girl, and it's a ghetto city.
Oh, and they just give y'all food? They just come and give y'all food?
Girl, I'm telling you, Iowa is a come up. When I tell you the rent is not that expensive here, the cost of living is not that expensive, and every community has a food pantry. Really? And it has you Monday through Friday. You pick your day that you want to go up there. You tell them how many people in your household, and when I tell you, they give you a lot, a lot. It's like it's not like in like when I was little in Chicago. My granny used to go to the food pantry, and they used to give you these silver cans with a cow on it, or with a pig on it, or with a chip. We don't get stuff like that. Right. We get like real food. Like they might give you a chicken. They might give you some baby back ribs. They might give you some steaks. Girl, yes, yes, yes. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I tell people all the time, you got to go where the white folks said to get what they want. Me and my kids was the only black people in this town, not the one I live in now, but the one I used to live in. We was the only black family in that town for 15 years. When I tell you, Christmas time would come and the chief of police would call me and he said, Danielle, could you come up to the station? I'll go up to the station, girl, and he'll have boxes, just big boxes of toys for Daquan and Denasia. We go to the food pantry. Girl, they give you all. They make sure you got a turkey. They make sure you got a ham. They look out for you up here. When I tell you, I lived in a 4-bedroom house on a quarter-acre of land, and my rent was only $650 a month.
Jeez Louise. And that was in Iowa, girl.
That's in Iowa, girl.
When
That's
never
in
knew.
Iowa. And we didn't have to, I'm not going to say we didn't deal with no racism because that would be a lie. Right. But what I will say is when somebody got stupid, I wasn't by myself. I had white friends. I had Mexican friends that would say something before I did. You know what I'm saying? Right. If we out and somebody said something stupid to me before I could even respond, one of my other friends acting a fool, girl.
That's what's up. And like I said, it's not even about generalization, even though that is what always happens to us. Is I've met some beautiful Hispanic people. I have met. Oh, let me tell y'all the story. Let me say this right quick, folks. If you want to call in and speak, the number should be pinned at the top of the chat. The number I'm just gonna let. Okay, you want to go?
I'll talk to you later.
I love you too. Be safe. We will. Okay.
You too. All right.
Bye. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what happened to me. I had been meaning to put in a video, but I kept forgetting. But she just reminded me. Thank you, honey. This happened in 2 separate times, right? Okay, so I go to Sam's Club sometimes. Well, a lot of times, maybe once a month, you know. So I was at Sam's Club and I kept running into this older white woman, right? So she asked me, it just seemed like she wanted to ask me. She could have asked somebody else, but it just felt like she wanted to ask me something. So she asked me, did I know where the yogurt was? Cottage cheese, something like that. I was like, yeah, I think it's over here. I was pointing to where it was because somebody else was helping me with something, but it wasn't over there. So I went in minding my own, went on, continued shopping, and she not caught up with me. I guess we were going in the same direction. She said, oh, it wasn't over there. It was over here. I said, what? I didn't know that. You know, she said, and she smiling, walked away. I was like, okay. But we kept running into each other, just kept crossing paths. So when I saw her again, I was like, you following me? She started laughing and we went on. So 4 times we crossed paths. Then she ended up getting in a line next, the self-checkout line next to me, right? So when I left out, while she was parked next to me, she got in her car and she was like, I didn't know she was, coming up behind me. So she got my attention. She was like, I'm not following you, but look, I'm parked right here. And I started laughing. I was like, wow. I said, Jesus must have wanted me to tell you this. I said, it's not the way the media tries to paint it. I said, everybody ain't hating everybody. They just take the little small amount of people, like that idiot that came on talking about black women, take that small amount of people and magnify it. I said, it's not all hate, but that's what they want to show us. Why, as I'm talking, she reached out and hugged me. She said, I love you. I said, and I love you too, with the Jesus Christ love in my heart. And then she went on about her business. And then the second time it happened, I was in Aldi's. Anybody familiar with Aldi's? I was in Aldi's the same day. Matter of fact, I'm in Aldi's, and there was this little baby, little. I think he could have been under 10, maybe under about 6. The Hispanic. He had a little chain on his on, and that's what I was looking at. It was a little medium sized gold chain. I was like, I know, girl. I know you ain't letting. But anyway, so I was looking. That's what caught my attention. His chain that he had on his neck. So I'm going around to the meat section, and then as I'm walking past them, I think that day I was gonna make my family some fried chicken. Yes, yeah. And you say something about fried chicken. Everybody on this earth eat fried chicken. Boiled, baked. Don't play with me. So anyway, as I'm walking past them to go to the chicken, the little boy comes up to me and says, "Hi," and puts his arm around my leg and hugs me. And then the mother looking like, I'm looking at her like, hey, I didn't call him over here. I did not. You saw me walking past you. She looked like, oh, okay. And I patted him on his back. And then I went on about my business. So that happened 2 times that day. 2 times, folks. I don't know if these people saw something, felt something. But all I'm saying is, if there's some people on here that are non-black American, y'all better stop treating us the way y'all been treating us. I'm telling you this from my heart. I'm not trying to instill fear. I'm not trying to bang on you, because you would know if I were. If I was, I'm telling you what I know. Y'all better stop. So, anybody else want to call in? Line is open. And I was just telling, I stopped before the beautiful woman called in and was telling us about her experience. I'm gonna pray for you. I was just telling you how you can go about reporting complaints. And if you suspect that you're not being treated fairly when you go to the doctor, you I know you don't want to take everything as like, oh, they doing me wrong. No, don't be that way. But if you've been going to this practitioner for a while and you notice things, like somebody said, they'll treat black Americans one way and then they'll treat white people and others a whole different way, and you saw that with your own eyes, whether it was you or somebody else, you saw them like, what do you want, niggers? Damn. Go home. Here, take some ibuprofen. But then you see them take all the time and test they need with others. You need to report that. That's bigotry. That's bigotry. That is illegal. Just like with the Norco, abuse that went on in this country. They was giving out Norco left and right, like they was TECHS. And then when people became addicted to it, a certain group, opiates, that's when they want to pull back and they want to regulate everything. Well, we can't, we got to be cautious. No, we can't, we don't do prescription Norco. But you guys are the reason why these people became addicts. So because they became addicts, now you regulating everybody else. That's not right. I was going to do a video talking about how every time there was a epidemic with people being addicts, the main group that were addicts and abusing street drugs and pharmaceuticals are white Americans. Y'all can get mad if you want to. Look it up. How you think I find this stuff? I look it up, and I have paid subscriptions to people that post all kind of information, theses they did, and research they did. I pay for some of this information I get, because it's not just available to the public. So I want to get some real authentic information. I had to go buy a subscription to get it from people that go to college or professors. So just like I recently found out that the crackheads weren't black folks. The main crackheads were white Americans. But they had us thinking it was the other way around. Say no to crack. Drugs are not your friends. Was y'all just telling us that? Trying to make us look bad? Was you telling people that in suburban America? Because they were the ones that had the problem. I did a video on that about a year ago. So yeah, it was the black men, black folks was selling it, but the addicts were white Americans. Oh my God. Okay, folks, I've been on this for how long? Almost an hour and 30 minutes. I think I done said all I could say, that we need to be diligent. We need to go to these medical facilities, or we need to go to local politicians and leaders and demand to know why the hospitals are filled with non-black Americans. Why isn't the ratio? What's up with the ratio? For every 100 doctors, how many are black American in these facilities? It has to stop. And the only ones that can stop it look like it's us. And our voices are louder. So we need to come together and find out what we need to do. And these black professionals, I need you to come out and start speaking. You could do it anonymously. You don't have to let everybody know your title and position, because I don't want you to jeopardize your livelihood, but you need to start speaking up. If you're the only black American in that facility, why? And how are you treated? Are you outnumbered? Are your opinions respected? Are your diagnoses respected? Y'all need to start speaking up and stop leaving it all on us, because if we all come together, and I'm speaking about black Americans, professionals and non-professionals, if we all start coming together, they can't do nothing to stop it. Come together against this unfairness, against the disparities. And then they want to talk about DEI. Fool, it wouldn't have been a DEI if y'all wasn't being racist and locking black folks out. It wouldn't have been a need for the diversity hiring. You know what? Don't get me to start making appointments to go talk to these politicians right in their face. I would. Need for DEI if y'all wasn't not hiring black people. They came up with that because they was telling you could not discriminate. You had to hire them, but they wanted to make it like a joke and shame black folks. So then they came with this stupid ass quota and affirmative action instead of putting it to these people and saying, if you keep doing this to them, I'm gonna make you lose your business. No, they had to make it a law and make it embarrassing and humiliating, like we needed them to help us because we was too stupid or too slow to get a job. That wasn't the case. If you have administrators who are hardcore racists, and then you have other people under them, and every time they saw our application was like, no, Shaquisha, you're not gonna work here. And then they hire everybody else. That's why we didn't get the jobs. I'm so tired, God. I'm so tired of y'all and y'all lives. And then check this out. The medical field is filled up with who? Not too many of our people there, right? Why are we still having all these malpractices? If you so, that F word was about to come out. If you so brilliant, why are there still medical malsuits? Malpractice suits. My uncle, he's not here. I'm gonna tell you why. He died some years ago. He had surgery. Why did they sew a medical tool inside him? Now, I don't know if it was intentional or an accident, because a lot of these medical professionals get high on the job. But if you guys are so smart, why are people still dying at your hands? Why are people still suing you because you didn't know what the F you was doing? You know, at my job where I used to work, I got a lot of injuries working on that job. No, I wasn't doing no hard manual labor, but it was called repetitive movement, right? So I'm going to do therapy and all that. And a lot of people that worked on my job or worked at area facilities within, because it was a big, large company, corporation, we would do therapy together. They would come in for the same injuries, right? And we would talk about our battle scars. And you know how many people came and told me, even when I was still working before I left the job, how many people came and told me they had surgery and these doctors operated on a wrong doggone limb? Hmm. They used to say to me, don't do it. If they're telling you they're recommended surgery, don't. They said, because I'm still having the same problems, the same aches and pains, and I had surgery. So again, I'm saying, since the medical field is filled with so many non-black Americans, why are y'all still effing up? Why y'all still doing the wrong diagnosis? Why y'all still prescribing? You gonna prescribe my family members some damn muscle relaxers and she don't have spasms, fool. You don't give people medications when they don't have the issue that the medication is needed for. That is harmful. So really, are y'all just hiring racist white America? Are you just hiring these people because you don't want to hire us? And some of these people don't even know what they're doing. Black folks, we got to be diligent. We got to be diligent, folks. We do. We have to think about how we fought. If our people fought in the past when we didn't have these kind of laws that we have today, and you see what they accomplished. What you saw what they did during slavery, and I don't, contrary to what people think, our people weren't docile. And I was just talking to somebody about this. Excuse me, my throat. I don't know if it's sinus or what. Excuse me. You know how they make jokes about calling people field slaves and house Negroes? Did you know that house Negroes couldn't stand working in the house? They wanted to be field slaves because they felt, even though it was oppressive, they felt that field slaves had more freedom. They didn't have to be under those evil, wicked enslavers and the mistresses that treated them like crap. I was just telling somebody over the phone today that when I was doing my research, I put it in one of the videos I did over a year ago. This woman was talking about how the mistress of the house will watch them, like they put them under a microscope. Everything they did, they were watched, they were scrutinized, they were verbally assaulted, physically assaulted. And these are the house Negroes. When they would cook, you know what this nasty witch did? She would go behind them after they finished cooking and serve the platters, put the food, they serve in containers. She would go behind every pot and spit in it. So they couldn't eat any of the food. They hated working in the house. And then if they wasn't dealing with these evil mistresses, they was dealing with these horn dogs. And it wasn't just the male the leader of the house, it was the sons. They were horn dogs. Always following behind them, trying to assault them sexually. They hated working in the house. So y'all need to stop with, oh, you just a house slave. They hated it. I don't even remember how I got on that point, y'all. All I'm saying again, be diligent. We need to be diligent when it comes to this banks. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of going into these business people. If you got a bad attitude, if you black and don't know customer service, I am not talking to you. Stay your ass. Find something else to do. I'm talking about Black Americans who have customer service, who know how to do the job, and they are respectful to everybody. I want to see more of my people in these jobs, folks. And if organization, a group, a grassroots group, how they say grass green, whatever group, to mandate these sectors in the society to make sure they're following the law and not practicing unfair treatment or be going after our no reason. That's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have our own independent watchdog groups. And I ain't gonna be the only one, folks. We're gonna have to have a good amount of people that's really active and want to do this. We can do this, people. We can do it. Yes, we can. We can make appointments to go to these head of these hospitals and talk to them and find out some of the data, like the demographics and of employees that you have working for them. That should be public information. You ain't got to show us the name. Well, yeah, we need to know the name because I need to know if it's a foreign name. I want to know how many Black Americans you have hired at this hospital and how long has it been since you hired the last one? Are they the first ones fired? Why? And did somebody else get accused of doing what this Black American doctor was accused of doing and you fired them, but you gave these other people chances? We need to ask these questions and we need to demand answers. And if they don't want to give it to them, give us the answers. We need to shut them down. Oh, you don't want to answer? You're a nonprofit? And you're not supposed to be practicing discrimination or biasness or racism on any level? You don't want to answer? You got 500 doctors and only one of them is Black American? Well, you need to get shut down and have a federal case against you. And all your funding stop. They did it to Harvard. Do you know how much Harvard, that one so-called prestigious college, how much money they was getting? Harvard was getting billions of dollars just for that one college. Now imagine how much the other colleges that were established for white Americans, how much all of them are getting collectively. And then think about how much our Black colleges are getting. That they want to tell us to stop whining and stop complaining. So that's what we need to do. These organizations that are nonprofits, they are regulated heavily. And if we suspect that they are participating in unfairness, biasness, racism, we need to hold them accountable like they will hold us accountable. All right, folks, I'm about to lock this up. I'm about to shut up the shop. And I will be doing lives more regularly. I will be doing a little more studying so I can maneuver this thing because I would like to show you guys things that I'm talking about, reports that I found, and whatnot. And those who hung in with me, I see you and I appreciate you. And I would like for you guys to do is please share this. Share this live, y'all. So folks can know that this channel is popping and I want to give you guys an out. I want to give you guys a way to release what you've been holding in for those who want to hear. And let's talk. Let's not talk stupid. I'm not going to do that. But call in and let's talk it out. I'm going to try to incorporate that in every live, whatever I'm talking about. Whether I'm talking about nutrition, whether I'm talking about whatever, what's going on in the society, history, I want to give you guys an out to be able to talk it out. Talk it out, talk it out. And I'm gonna see if I can use Kaya's track some kind of way. I'm gonna find a track, her track called Next Caller. See if I can get a copyright free version of it. So when somebody call, I can play that. Yeah, this is gonna be popping over here. So tell a friend. We gonna have everything Black American channel is giving you guys an out. Maybe you might not have friends to talk to, family members to talk to. Maybe you don't want to tell them what's going on, but you want to talk about it and you don't know how or where. And sometimes the comments are not enough. Don't be scared. Let your voice be heard. When I first started this channel, I started it on a channel that I started years ago, and I used to just watch videos. So I used this channel because it was already, verified and active. So I was like, well, what now? Why not? But I kind of wish I did a whole new channel because I think I started in 2015, 13, and it's like, oh my God, you started this 13 all them years ago? No, I was just viewing. I started the actual channel about 2 years ago. So I thought I was gonna be nervous talking on camera. Some people have issues with their voices. No, I like it. I don't like the foolishness that go with it. I don't like anybody notice how my views have been looking lately? I've been noticing since February of this year. I got some things I want to talk about. If y'all show me that y'all rocking with me, I might talk about it. I think I might. Ooh, I'm gonna say his name, and I don't give a f if he listening. I found out about you, homeboy, and I really liked you, Burgess. Yeah, I said it. But anyway, I might talk about some things, some personal things I experienced in my life. I've seen many moons. I experienced a lot of things. And I want to talk about it. And I want y'all to listen. I want y'all to want to listen. And I also want y'all to share. You can talk anonymously. You can get a phone if you don't want me to know your number. It's all good. I ain't tripping. Listen, I'm not trying to keep your number. What do you think I'm gonna call you and be like, hey, what you doing? You can block your number. Just call and talk. I want my people to talk. We're not heard enough unless we're angry. And we don't always have to talk because we're angry. And even if you are angry, it's okay. We could get angry. Damn them people that try to make us look wrong because we get angry. You get angry too. You get angry and you go shoot up schools. I don't know. And in other countries, they use knives. Huh. They don't have to use guns. They use knives and swords. They do it too. And what y'all do in Africa? You use arrows and spears. Don't get me to start talking about y'all Africa. I'm trying to be easy. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you make me get out of my character. And my star, I love you. When I saw them black stars, them black hearts, tears almost came to my eyes. I don't know why. I would end this stream before I let you hear me cry. You will not do it. You will not hear it. But anyway, thank you, my star. I've seen you come in periodically when you can, and you always came with respect, and I adore you and I love you for it. All you who have been rocking with this channel for the longest, and you always came with respect and you always came with encouragement. Y'all don't know how much I appreciate you. It's been hard, man. You know how many times I wanted to give up on this channel? I was tired. And then going through the things that I go through in my personal life and trying to maintain my channel too and get, barely getting 500 views. That's embarrassing. And it could be insulting. But you know why I don't stop? Because of y'all who rock with me. That's why I don't stop. I'm not gonna be concerned about the other people. I don't know why they ain't looking. I can't figure it out. And yes, it's disheartening. And yes, it hurts sometimes. And then sometimes I don't even trip. But I keep going because of y'all and because God won't let me stop. So let's get these lives popping. I'm gonna do them as often as I can. I might not be able to schedule them all the time because, like I said, I got things to do in my personal life, personal and business wise, and I don't want to put Oh, I'm doing a live. You know how they pre-schedule it and tell you what time to live and the day it's gonna be, and that day coming. I can't do it. I don't want to do that, folks. So what I'm gonna give you the heads up. I might just pop up on y'all, you know? If you can catch it, catch the live. If you can't, just listen to it when when you can. But I want to talk to y'all and I want y'all to talk to me. And I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna ridicule you. I'm not gonna come in and try to embarrass you. I don't believe in that. And anybody who do that, I be wanting to punch them in their face when I hear them doing that to the people that call in. I be wanting to punch their earth. Like people calling in, helping you with your show, and you gonna come in and you gonna try to down them and humiliate them. Now, when they talking stupid, oh well. But if they not talking stupid, you wrong for that. And you need a cold reality check. And thank you, Cece. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really do. She I used her to test a lot of things. I'm not saying used her like a guinea pig, but she was there and she helped me out doing a lot of test runs on this live streaming. I got you too, boo. Danny, thank you. And my family members who are on here, it's always love there. But we gonna do this more often. And when you can catch it, please catch it and call in. Talk to me. Come on now. I want to hear y'all. I'm about to go. Y'all about to have me in these tears again, and it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care and God bless y'all for real. Bye.